This episode was brought to you by the DeBlaze team at Southwest Funding. Southwest's Funding, a better way to mortgage. Real estate is all about the relationships. This episode, I get to introduce you to some of my greatest real estate relationships, starting with Mirage Homes and the great man behind it, David. And then we are going to chat with Ryan at Flow Photos. He and his wife have an incredible story. And I just love the inspiration behind what it takes to make it happen.
I had a little mowing business, and I knew the owners of a now very, 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 very large home builder company. I used to mow their spec homes and stuff, and then one day they gave me a punch bucket and said, "Go punch this house out and I'll pay you $75. And I was like, "What does punch mean?" But I'll do it. I was like, "Who do I got to punch? For $75? Show them to me." So I worked unofficially for them through high school, and then later on started working for them officially after I graduated and through college and all that good stuff. And I worked for two large volume home builders, and then 11 years ago, I started Mirage Homes. I don't like building McMansions. That's not who we are. We kind of build for that first time buyer and the move up buyer, or the person who want to maybe move back down. That's kind of our bread and butter. It's where we stay. We are not a custom builder. We are a semi-custom builder. So again, last week we had someone contact us that saw one of our homes, said, "I love it. I bought 5 acres in Blanchard. Will you build this?" And first told me we were flattered and thank you, but no, we won't do that. I was able to recommend them to someone that I do know who can take care of them. It's not that we can't do it, but we have our own systems, the way we do stuff. And if we do something like that, it becomes a distraction, and every customer deserves the best service they can get. Building a home is stressful enough, but we have to kind of stick with what we're good at. You know, a few months ago, we had someone bring us a 5,000 square foot custom home. Can I build it? Absolutely. But it's not what I do. It's not, I want to stay in our box because we're very good at it. Everyone in our company is tailored to do what's in our box, so we try to stay with what we're good at.
Okay, so tell me about Flow and when you started, because I know you've been around, I think as long as I've been around.
It's crazy. So this will be our 11th year.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So April of 2013, my wife and I were really in a bad place financially. I wasn't paying the bills. And so as a dude, you know, I was like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
I had no clue. Long story short, I ended up getting a call from a real estate agent who had heard that I was a photographer, and she was like, "Hey, would you come take pictures of this house?" Didn't know what I was doing, but I showed up, and it was a house, I think it was like 2,200 square foot, and it took me 3 hours.
Yeah, I get it. Now you're like, I can do that in 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, just in and out now. It's crazy that house sold, I wanna say, she said in like one day. And you know,
You
she
guys
thought
have
it was the
great
photos
work. Yeah.
that did it, you know. And
I bet it helped.
remember, I didn't know what I was doing. And so I spent 20 hours on YouTube learning how to edit real estate pictures. And the next week was my birthday, so I gave myself a birthday present and started a business.
Yeah.
The first year I shot 60 houses, and I was like, okay, cool, like I can do something with
lot.
that. It really was, you know. I mean, now it's
Yeah.
like, you know,
Yeah.
nothing but.
Yeah, you can do that in a week.
Oh yeah, easy, easy. Next year, I started reading books, you know, like set goals, set big goals. And so I set a huge goal of shooting 800 houses. So that next year, it was actually December 31st, I was at 799 houses. And I'd almost hit my goal. There was snow on the ground. I get a phone call, and the realtor was like, "Hey, I know it's snowing." I said, "I don't care, I need one more house."
Oh my gosh.
And so
And you did it.
I hit 800.
You did it.
The next year was insane. We started hiring people, and the team grew. Again, I had no plan for any of this, but the team grew, and I think it was like 2,600 the next year, 5,200 houses.
I
And
did not realize this.
Yeah, it's crazy, you know. And then, you know, as things go,
Dang.
life happens, right? And things, you know, change, people make decisions. And
Yeah.
the next year, you know, we went from like way up here to nothing. And it was like, okay, life just hit.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do?
And I think that's the
that whole
time
deal.
frame when there's like all of these photographers now.
Yeah.
When it's like catching on.
Yeah.
Like they're starting to be like, oh, I can do this.
Well, hey, it's just pushing a button, right? At the end of the day. Just
You
like
gotta have an
being
eye, though. You gotta
being a
have an
realtor is
eye.
just sticking a sign in the ground, right? I mean,
Yeah, sometimes. But
You
I
know,
get it.
yeah. Erin and I, my wife, her and I were at a place where we were like, hey, are we even gonna do this anymore? You know, it was like spinning our
I
wheels.
get that way with real estate.
It happens,
People
right?
are hard.
Yeah, people
are
suck.
hard. People
Can we
suck.
say people suck? I mean,
Oh,
they suck.
that's the whole point of me doing this, is because I'm like, I want people to know the raw, real, authentic Mariah versus what social media says, what people say,
Oh, gosh.
because
Yeah.
I'm like, I have one goal. I want to help and serve people, and I'm good at what I do. And like, I think you and Erin are very similar. Like, we are walking through this life trying to serve a purpose.
Yep.
At the end of the day, we know where we're going,
Yep.
and we want to bring those people with us. It has nothing to do with the house and the camera. And So I see bigger picture, and that's kind of my message that I'm getting out. It's like, yeah, you can dominate while you're here on earth, but do it well and do it while helping others.
Yep. And I think that's the big secret right there that a lot of people miss. They
Totally
start
miss.
with, the first question they ask is, hey, does this make money? And that's not a bad question. Like,
Right.
I want to know, does this make
Yeah.
money? But a better first question, I think, is, does it serve?
Yeah.
Because if it serves, it's sustainable. It's something that you can keep going, and you can build a life on, and that you'll be proud of.
Right.
And I love that you said purpose, because when you wake up in the morning, like, what is it that is driving you? And for me, I love to take pictures. I love the creative outlet, that whole deal. But I like to blow people's minds.
Totally.
Like with the service side.
So once you hit that life moment, what happened from there? Like, you were like,
Yeah, so so our revenue was cut to hardly nothing. And just the life part of the story, things like, we had put our kids in private school. That was not a
that's not
possibility
happening.
anymore. The idea of you can't blame other people.
Right.
And you have to say, you know what, it's my fault. What am I going to do about it?
Right.
And so that's what I was faced with was, this might have happened to me, or did it happen for me?
Well, it's super impressive.
Yeah.
You guys are doing well now, crushing it. How
We
about
are.
your team?
Goodness. So we have 8 in Oklahoma City.
Okay.
We have 1 in Tulsa and 3 in Iowa.
In Iowa?
Yeah.
Don't ask.
Hey, I've never been to Iowa. It's crazy.
But it just, so you can franchise out.
Yeah,
Are you
so-
thinking about doing that?
Well, I'll tell you,
Because here you go.
part of the story, hey, if you're looking to open up a Flow location,
I'm telling you, that's
flowphotos.com, just click on the open your location button, fill out the form, we'll be in contact.
They're killing it.
I think for me, like when I
Killing
look forward, like what comes next and everything like that with Flow is, I really want to see us, we love the real estate market as far as residential, we also love multifamily. And so I would love to see that apartment
Really
side of the business grow, not just for me as a photographer, but for my
just
team.
for your team.
Because it's more money. I mean,
Love it.
and then the next step would be municipal. And so we've been in
Go
talks
big or go
with,
home.
well, the state of Oklahoma, for instance, they have a tourism department.
Yeah,
And
that would be so cool.
They've been in contact with us about state parks, and so it's like, if we could do that there, then why can't we do it all over the nation, with
That would be
every Parks and
amazing.
Rec, throughout the US.
I just love how like things evolve. Like
Mm-hmm.
it starts with an idea, and then it's like your whole door just opens up. If there's anything that you want anyone who watches this to know,
So I would say this would be for those of you that think that you're too busy and you don't have enough time to start a business, but maybe you have one like burning in your heart. Look, I have 5 kids, which means my plate's really, really full, but it's possible. And so look, if that purpose is burning in you, it's burning for a reason. It's because this world needs it. And so, get off your rear, do something about it, take some action. But if maybe in that plan, as you're thinking about it, the next step might look like something in photography, we would love at least to have a conversation with you. So seriously, check out the website, flowphotos.com. Give us a call. You'll talk to me. We'll have a quick little conversation. I'll just let you know what it looks like. And if it's a fit, awesome. If not, hey, I'd be more than happy to give you advice for whatever it is that you want to do. So
and we're gonna
just
make it
appreciate the
happen
chance.
because it's
Yeah.
called Make It Happen.
Make it happen. I love it. I love it.
So we're out here today at Cedar Hills Farms. It's a Mirage custom built. There's 8 currently active homes on the MLS out here. We're hosting a Brokers Open. We actually called it the Brokers Poker Run due to the 8 homes that are currently on the market. So what we do at a Brokers Open is we advertise to the active MLS members and brokers, so agents, brokers. We invite them out to the homes to take a look around, give us their honest feedback. Usually we'll provide lunches and or gift cards, so that way it kind of entices them to come out here. But yeah, it is very beneficial to builders to kind of get that honest feedback. You can stay anonymous too. Sometimes builders have their own ways of thinking, so sometimes having an agent's perspective helps. So bringing people out matters. We make flyers, and currently we have these out at every house. So when the agents go and visit the houses, they send us a picture, and then we enter them into the gift card drawings. How does a broker attract a builder?
Ooh, that's a really good one, because I have had a handful of builders over the past few years. And the biggest thing, the one thing I always noticed when they hire me is they say, you have such a presence on social media.
Yes.
Because you want to be where the consumer is. The consumer is online. Whether it be on like Zillow or a realtor or whatever, like even social media, people buy houses all the time off of Facebook and Instagram and Reels. And so every time I have gotten with a builder, it's because they're like, you're just there. I know who you are. I know your name. And you're active. You've got open houses. You've got Brokers Opens. You've got posts going on social media. So
it does help when you have a team too.
Oh,
You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
just, you have people that are constantly hungry, wanting leads. Open houses are crucial. And just kind of adding that Brokers Open to an open house.
being available. If
Yes.
you are not available in real estate, you're probably not going to score a builder.
Yes.
Because when I take on a builder, I say I want to consume your identity. So when people think of Kalhor Group, I want them to also think of Mirage. Oh, that's the broker that's with that builder.
Yes.
It's all about just people remembering you and staying in front of them.
Absolutely. Networking is huge too. And you know a lot of people because you've been in the game a long time.
Oh, you're better at it than I am now.
I don't know about that.
It's still following you. And I'm going to totally use this. It's cute. A little home tour.
Yeah.
Little home tour. And she's gone. Strike a pose. I love it. The DeBlaze team with Southwest Funding is bringing us a better way to mortgage.